Welcome, yogis. Today's class is a slow, easy flow. We're going to work deep into a lot of different kinds of flexibility, mostly hips and back. Feel free to take your own options, adjust as you need to, and really just have a lot of fun with it. When you're ready, we'll start in child's pose. So everybody, sit back on the heels, bring the forehead down to the mat. A few deep, slow breaths. You choose to have an Ujjayi breath if you'd like, or just have a slow, free, easy breath, Samavritti. In yoga, when they talk about the breath in the ancient scripts, they talk about having this Samavritti. And Sama means the same, and Vritti means fluctuations. And so it's really about smoothing out the breath to make everything equal. It doesn't necessarily mean that the inhales and the exhales are equal in length, but it just means that the fluctuations between them are the same. And we do this to start to smooth out the mind. Because all this practice is really just about calming the mind, creating stillness, creating presence. And the more that the breath slows down, the easier it is for the mind to calm itself. The easier it is to find stillness. The mind will always follow the breath. Then inhale, roll up onto all fours, hands and knees. Place the knees directly underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, let the belly fall, bring the gaze up, spread the collarbones nice and wide. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. We'll do 3 like this, and then we're going to add on. Inhale, gaze up, let the belly fall. Find a little pause at the top of the breath. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Round it up. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to start the movement by working through the tailbone. So start by lifting or tilting the pelvis forward. As the pelvis tilts forward, let it roll through the spine until the head comes up last. We'll initiate the movement again with the pelvis. This time, tuck the pelvis under, roll through the spine all the way, chin comes in last. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Undulate through the spine, let the crown of the head come up. Tuck the tailbone down, undulate through the spine, pull the crown of the head in. 2 more of these. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, through the spine, crown of the head up. Tuck the tailbone, through the spine, chin in. Last time. Initiate from the tailbone, moving forward, look up. Tuck the tailbone. This time take it all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Bend the right knee, shift the hips over to the left. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee, shift the hips over to the right. Straighten the left leg. Reach the right hand back, grab for the left thigh, calf, ankle, or stick it underneath the heel. Gaze up underneath the left armpit. Try to square off through the hips and add a little bit of a twist into this. Return the right hand to the mat. Switch it out with the left. Gaze up underneath the right armpit. Let the breath be the one that takes you there. The inhale, create your space. The exhale, go a little bit deeper into that space. Turn the left hand to the mat. Inhale, lift the heels up. Keep this down dog shape. Slowly lower the knees down to the mat. But don't set them down all the way, just hover them about 1 inch. Straighten the legs, bring the heels towards the mat. Back into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Shift forward, come to the top of your plank. Bend the arms, lower all the way down onto the belly. Bring the forearms down to the mat. Inhale up into Sphinx pose. Engage into the glutes, press the top of the feet down into the mat, press in the hands, inhale, straighten the arms, send the chest through. Exhale, slowly lower the elbows back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Wrap the triceps back, pull the chest forward. Keep the engagement through the glutes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Slowly lower the elbows down. Last time, lift it up. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips, straighten the arms, melt the chest down into a little Anahatasana, heart melting pose. Have the chin down to the mat or the forehead. Work on bringing the armpits down, wrap the triceps under, press into the hands just a little bit more. See if you can pull the outer armpit skin down and lift the inner armpits up. Glide it forward. Come down onto the belly. Slide the hands back underneath the elbows. Untuck the toes. Press in the tops of the feet. Straighten the arms. Upward facing dog. Wrap the triceps back. Bring the gaze up. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Square the right shoulder down. Breathe deep through the right side body. Press the left heel into the mat. Draw the left thigh bone back. Come up high onto the left toes. Draw the right knee to the outside of the right tricep. Squeeze it in. Set the foot wide on the outside of the right hand. It's okay even if it's off the mat here, just set it down there. Or on the mat, doesn't really matter. Come onto the outer edge of the right foot, open the knee up, walk the hands around to the left. Press the right hip over towards the right wall. Reach the right arm over to the left a little bit more. Breathe deep through the side body. Keep extending it here. Sink the left hip a little bit deeper. Open the right knee a little more. Make sure you're flexing into the right foot. Ground the right big toes. Pivot the toes in, walk the hands to the center of the mat and fold in. Reach the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers. Move the hands to the left, gaze up to the right. A little twist. Yes. Hands to the left, gaze to the right. Switch it out, hands to the right, gaze up to the left, little twist through the spine. Turn back to center. Lower both hands down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. The exhale, we'll side squat into the right leg. So straighten the left, Skandasana. Point the toes, left toes up to the sky, bring the right tricep to the inner right thigh. Reach the left arm up to the sky, open up across the chest. Create a little bit of activation through the Mula Bandha, floor of the pelvis. Lift the bottom right ribs up just a little bit more. Gaze down at the right foot. Plant the left hand next to it. Come onto the left toes, reach the right arm up to the sky. Lower the left knee down. Lower the right hand down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Big motion. We'll come into a little bit of a back bend, open up through the chest, reach the arms forward like you're taking a big scoop, reach forward, extend to the front of the room, inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach it forward. 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it forward. Last time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach it forward, lift the left knee up, stand up onto the right leg, dive forward, standing splits. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen up halfway, bend the right leg, reach the left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Shift forward, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, fill the lungs. Open the mouth, exhale, release it out. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Square off through the left shoulder. Send a little bit more energy into the right armpit. Send the right heel into the mat. Press the right thigh bone back. Breathe deep to the left side body. Open up across the waist even more. Come up high into the right toes. Draw the left knee into the nose. Round the spine. Squeeze it in. Sorry, take it over to the elbow. Set the foot down on the outside of the left hand. Walk the hands over to the right. Come onto the outer edge of the left foot, open up the knee. Breathe deep to the left side body, really crawl. This is a good pose like to move around in. Feel your way, feel into the hips, because it's a really big, deep hip opener as well as a side body opener. So you could explore what feels tighter. Are you a little tighter in the hips? Move into the hips a little bit more. If you're tighter through the side body, move into the side body a little more. It's okay to move in your poses, to find, to explore, to discover. And when you find a spot that's maybe a little sticky or a little tight, you just move into it a little bit deeper and you breathe into it a little deeper. You send your breath there. You send your energy there. That's how we start to open up a little bit more. Ground in the left big toe. Walk the hands around to the right, pivot down the middle. Fold it in. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Plant the right hand in the center of the mat, reach the left arm up to the sky. Bring the left hand down, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, right hand down. Move into the left leg, Skandasana, side squat. Pick the right toes up, point them to the sky. Press the left tricep into the left thigh bone. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Open up across the chest. So some poses that are just absolutely wonderful for us as people, as movers. Skandasana is one of them. It's like a half Malasana. Malasana is another one. Anything where we could really get deep in the hips into this natural position where we kind of lost it because we spent too much time sitting in chairs or, just not moving around, wearing high heels. Right, Travis? To me, high heel, I know, it kills my heel, yes. 4-inch heels, working in those all day. The worst. Look down at the left foot, plant the right hand next to it, roll onto the right toes, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Nice little twist through the waist. Lower the left hand down. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We'll take it back the opposite way on this side. So instead of reaching back, we'll go forward, sweep the arms back, and then rise up. And as you rise up, I really want you to reach for the back corners of the room. Inhale, take the arms really wide around. Exhale, fold forward. Reach out through the fingers. Inhale, slide the fingers back. Reach the chest up and back. Big, huge circles as much as you can through the shoulders. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, bring it back. Open up through the chest. Big, huge circles. Exhale, take it forward. 2 more. Sweep it back. Lift the chest. Reach back through the arms. This feels really good, right? Exhale, take it forward. I love it. So good for the shoulder movement. Last time, inhale. Reach it back. Reach. Exhale, bring the hands to the front of the mat. Lift the right knee up. Take the right leg to the sky. Standing splits. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, lengthen. Step the right leg to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, just 1 breath. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Draw the right knee in the nose, round the spine, place the foot between the thumbs. Lower the left knee down. Big sweep, reach your arms forward, up and back, all the way. Take it forward, right into standing splits. Lower the left leg down next to the right. Inhale, reach the arms up. Create a little back bend, engage the glutes, lift the heart, maybe bend the arms and bend the knees. Exhale, flow it forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up and around. Exhale, bring the hands to the front of the mat, step back to plank. Shift forward, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Draw the left knee in the nose, round the spine, place the foot between the thumbs. Lower the right knee down. We'll take it backwards this time. Sweep the arms back. Open up through the chest. Reach the arms forward, standing splits. Lower the right leg down. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Bend the knees, open up through the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Reach it back and then forward. Open it up. You got confused on the back and then forward part, huh? Plant the hands at the front of the mat. Step back. When I'm doing it with you, it's fine. Lower knees, chest, chin. Or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold 5 breaths here in child's pose. Nope, you're good there. Move your hands back. Move your hands back. Yeah, right there. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Sorry, if you're in child's, come to downward facing dog. Draw the knee in the nose, round the spine. Place the foot down between the thumbs. Slide the left hand back. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Reach over towards the left side. Take the right arm to the floor. Sweep the left arm up overhead. Reach to the right side. Bring both hands down. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up. We'll add in Anjali Mudra. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. The exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Shift the hips forward and down. Interlace the fingers into Kali Mudra. We're going to hold it here for about 10 breaths. Engage into the left glute to press the left thigh bone forward. Draw back on the right hip just a little bit more. Open up across the chest. Lift the heart a little higher. Sink the hips a little bit lower. 5 more breaths, nice and slow. You good here? You bring your head up a little bit. Just your head. Yeah, tuck your chin. Not the whole body, just the head part. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Bring the hands down to the mat. Curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, step back to plank. Your option for vinyasa: knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, or you could skip it all together and just move into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Draw the left knee in the nose, round the spine, place the foot between the thumbs. Lower the right knee down. Slide both hands back, plant the left hand, inhale, reach the right arm up, reach over towards the left wall. Deep inhale. Bring the right hand down to the mat, sweep the left arm up and overhead. Bring the left hand down, inhale, sweep both arms up, full deep breath. Exhale, plant the hands at the front of the mat, step the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, full breath. Exhale, palms to the heart. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, lengthen. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down. We'll hold this for 10 breaths. Sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers into Kali Mudra. The sword of Kali. Wrap the triceps in. Lift the heart up. So rest into my arm here just a little bit. You feel that? And breathe. Try to keep the breath moving into the belly. This creates space for the diaphragm to draw down. Engage into the right glute a little bit more and press the right thigh bone forward. Try to close the gap between the left glute and the left heel or the left thigh and the left calf as you sink a little bit deeper, working deeper into the psoas. As you move deeper in the psoas, make sure you keep the engagement of the right glute to keep the length through the low back. A few more breaths here. Are we doing okay? Deep? We're all right. Keep the breath nice and smooth. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands down to the mat. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee, step back to plank. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Not just a little bit of strength work into this, not too much. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Draw the right knee into the nose. We'll cross the right thigh over the top of the left thigh and create eagle in the legs. So if you could double wrap the legs, that's great. If you could only single wrap, that's fine. Bend the left knee a little bit more and sink the butt back towards the left heel. Melt the chest down towards the right thigh. Press down into the inner hands. Sink it a little bit deeper into the hips. Lift the left heel up a little higher. Sink down just a little bit more. Shift forward, come into your plank. Lower the right knee down to the mat. Lift the toes. Shift forward, chaturanga. Little baby chaturanga. Bring it back, curl the left toes under, straighten the arms right into our downward facing dog. Shift forward, lower the right knee down to the mat. Keep going, lower chaturanga, maybe touch the chin down to the mat. Create a little bit of anahatasana in this. Bring the left toes back, straighten the arms in this eagle down dog. One last time, shift forward. Bring the knee down to the mat. Lower the chest, lower the chin. Reach it back. Lift up through the left heel, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, reach the right arm up to the sky. Sink the butt towards the left heel, bend into the legs a little bit more. Bend the legs even more, really getting deep into your eagle legs. It's kind of a nice way to get super deep here. If you only have one cross, that's fine. Give yourself enough room to unthread the right leg, reach it behind you, wild thing, dancer's pose. Inhale, open up across the chest, wrap the right tricep down. Gaze down to the left hand. Plant the right hand, Move the right shin across the front of the mat, lower the shin down. Lower the left knee down, sink the hips back. So we're gonna start here. Curl the toes under, lift yourself up. So you're finding a little activation first into the hips, lower yourself down, hands at the side. Inhale, lift yourself up just a little bit more, sink it back a little deeper. Lift it up. So every time we lower, we're moving back towards the left heel. Sink it down a little lower. Maybe you could readjust the back foot. Last time, we're gonna lift it up. Bring the right hand to the inner right thigh, left hand to the glute. Flex into the glute, pull yourself around. So we're twisting through the hips a little bit more, sink down. Make sure that the right foot stays active. Untuck the toes, inhale, lift the chest up a little higher. We'll hold it in here. This is a nice active way to get into it. So keep trying to twist through. Release yourself, reach the arms up overhead. Create a little bit of back bend, open up through the chest a little more. Keep reaching back, lifting up through the heart, maybe interlace the fingers. Create Kali Mudra again, open up into the chest. If you have it here, you can bend the back leg and reach back. If you could grab the foot from here without reaching back and grabbing the foot, go ahead and do that. But not taking the mermaid option, we're just coming into this. If you can't, doesn't matter. We're just here. Bring the hands down. If you want to, so two options. One is to stay here. One is to go into sleeping. The other one is if you want to reach back and grab the foot and take it into your version of either, mermaid like this one, or the full variation. And we're here for it, just in the back bend part for about 5 breaths. Okay. Move your head back. Inhale, lift your chest. Release whatever option you have. Slowly walk the hands forward. We'll come into a little bit of a yin style pigeon pose. We're going to be here for a good solid 3 minutes. About 2.5 more minutes, actually, since we've already been here a little bit. Listen to the sound of your own breath. As you hear it, try to slow it a little bit more. So we're starting to breathe less. This is the pranayama. The ayama part of prana means to extend. The prana is our life force, our vitality, our breath. I say as we breathe less, as we slow down our breath and we start to practice Kumbhaka, we could actually increase our health and live longer. And there's all kinds of scientific stuff around what happens to the body when we breathe less. This is always a good place to add it in. Just a few more breaths in this pose before we move on. Slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the right toes under. Lift the right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Come up high on the left toes. Draw the right knee and the nose round the spine. Place the foot between the thumbs. Inhale, open it up into Warrior Two. We'll take it back into Skandasana. Move it across the front of the mat into Skandasana in the right leg. Take it back over Skandasana in the left leg. Back Skandasana in the right leg. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Bring the left hand down to the mat, reach the right arm up to the sky. Take this all the way around, flip your dog, reach the right leg behind you. Nice big deep back bend. Step the right foot forward. Plant the foot, inhale, standing splits. Big toes together, sink the butt down, reach the arms up. Take it a little chair pose, bring the hands to the heart. I'm going to twist towards the right. So engage the core, but without leaning forward, I just want you to use the core to create mobility. Come back to the center. Do this 10 times. To the right, 2, back to the center, to the right, 3, back to center, to the right, 4, really feel the side obliques, back to center. Try to keep the knees pointing forward. 5, what is this? Is that 5? Yeah, okay. Let's go 6, back to center, don't rush it. 7, back to center. 8, back to center. 9, last time. 10, hold this, twist a little bit deeper, sink the butt a little lower. Hook the left elbow over the top of the right thigh. Lift the bottom left ribs up, gaze down to the right foot, pull the left heel into the butt. Extend the left leg back, open the arms. Set the foot down. If you want to add in the bind, reach the right arm behind the back. Take the left arm underneath the right leg, bind it up. Here for just a few breaths. If you have the bind, release it. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, reach back. Take the right hand to the back of the left leg. Sink the hips forward and down. Keep moving forward with the hips. Before we even take the back bend, don't even think about taking the back bend yet. Just move into the hips a little bit more. Keep moving, reach back through the left arm. Now start to lift the heart a little more. Maybe bring the gaze up, sink the hips forward and down, lift the chest a little more. A little bit more. Bring the left hand down, reach the right arm up overhead. Bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot, open up the knee. Curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, walk the hands over to the left. Sink it down. Notice if you're any deeper into this pose. Maybe you could take it all the way down just a little bit more. Breathe into the right hip. If you want to lower the left knee down, you can, or keep it lifted. Walk the hands over to the left a little bit more, crawl out through the right fingers. Walk the hands back to center. Hug the right knee in, reach the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip, roll the leg out. How's it feeling? Pretty good? Nice and open. Set the right foot down. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. Come up high into the right toes. Draw the left knee into the nose, round the spine. Hug it in, eagle the legs. Left thigh over the top of the right. Single wrap or double wrap is fine. Straighten the arms, melt the chest down, bend into the right leg even more, lift the right heel even higher. Keep sinking it in, sinking it in. Can you tighten your eagle up even more? A lot of mobility through the hips to do this pose. Different kind of mobility than we're doing the other way. Shift forward, come to your plank. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Rock forward, lift the toes, chest and chin down if you can. Reach it back, curl the right toes under, lift it back to eagle down dog. Lift the hips up and back, lift the right heel up a little bit more, bend the right knee a little bit more, melt the chest, shift forward, lower the left knee down to the mat. Chest and chin, little arch through the back, keep the butt up. Rock it back, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. One last time, shift forward, slowly lower the left knee down, bend the arms, rock forward, chest and chin, try to open up through the heart. Take it back, eagle dolphin, or eagle down dog, whatever this is, I don't know. Does it even have a name for this pose? Lift the right heel up a little higher. Bend the legs a little more, shift forward. Come into your plank. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, reach the left arm up to the sky. Bend the legs a little more. Try to sink the butt back towards the heel. Lift up through the right hip. Unwind the leg. Step it behind you. Wild thing. Open up across the chest. Wrap the left tricep down. Lift up through the heart. Gaze down to the right hand. Plant the left hand. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, open it up. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg, bend the right, Skandasana, to the back of the mat. Keep the hands of the heart, Skandasana, to the front of the mat. Straighten the left leg, bend in the right, Skandasana to the back. One more time, Skandasana to the front. Press the tricep in, reach the arm up to the sky, open up across the chest. Bring the right hand down to the mat, roll onto the right toes, reach the left arm up to the sky, open up across the chest. Did I miss you out on your pigeon? It comes after this, right? No, I don't know. Reach the left hand down to the mat. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Bring the left shin across the front of the mat. Lay it down, sink the hips forward and down, begin to walk the hands back. Curl the right toes under, engage in the right knee, lift the hips up, and take it down a little bit lower. Lift it up, shift it back, lower down a little bit more. One more time, lift up, lower it down a little bit more. Bring the right hand to the right glute, press the right hip forward, roll the left hip out, sink the hips down just a little bit more. Try to revolve through the waist, keep everything nice and active here. You can untuck the back toes if you like. Keep the chest lifted, reach the arms up to the sky, interlace the fingers, move the chest back, lift the heart up a little bit more. Keep lifting, move deeper into the back bend. Lift the heart. If you want to bend the right leg and try to reach it to the hands, you can. Come to the options next, not just yet. Just try to do it without using the hands. I know this is really challenging, but it's a good way to start practicing. Now, if you want to add in the options and reach back, take either mermaid or king pigeon or anything that you feel like working into. So then make your way out of the option and bring the hands down to the mat. Another 2 minutes here. Try to soften a little bit more. Use the breath to let go of the tension that you might be holding. The hips are notorious for holding tension, and it's because we have so many large muscles that surround this area, our glutes, our quads, our hamstrings, everything is just coming into this. We sit all the time and the muscles shorten, so tension naturally builds up here. Stress builds up here. Unless we could, come at it with the mind and consciously, mindfully tell it to relax, it's always going to stay bound up. There's only so much that the body can do. The mind has to take care of the rest. Slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee. Reach the left leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Feel good? Draw the left knee into the nose, round the spine, place the foot between the hands. Plant the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Slowly lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach the left hand back to the right leg, reach the right arm up to the sky. Sink the hips forward and down. Keep moving down into the hips just a little bit more. A little bit more. Open up through the chest. Crawl the left fingertips back the right leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Sink the hips forward. Gaze up. Bring the right hand down to the inside, left arm down to the inside. Curl the right toes under. Lift the right knee, open up the left knee to the outside, walk the hands around towards the right. Crawl out through the left fingertips, really sink and move deeper into the left hip. Breathe into the space, move into the space, find a little exploration. You could have the right knee up or down. When you get in there, try to release and relax a little bit more. Sink in there. Walk the hands back to center. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up. Standing splits, reach the right leg up to the sky. Lower the right foot down next to the left, sink the butt down, reach the arms up, chair pose. Bring the palms to the heart, separate the elbows, engage the core. Twist over to the left 10 times. Reach it around, gaze past the shoulder, come back to center. Try to keep the knees pointed forward, to the left for 2. Back to center. To the left for 3. Back to center. To the left for 4. Back to center. To the left 5. Back to center. 6. Back to center. 7. Really use the side body. 8. 9. Last one, 10. We'll hold it here. Sink it a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Hook the right tricep over the top of the left thigh. Lift the bottom right ribs. Take the twist even deeper. Gaze down to the left foot. Pull the right heel into the butt. Reach the right leg to the back of the mat. Open up the arms. If you want to add in the bind, reach the left arm behind the back. Right arm underneath. Bind it up. If you have the bind, slowly release it. Open the arms, lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, float through onto your butt. Come down onto your back. Slide the feet in, plant the feet. Come into Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. For this series, we'll start in bridge and you're welcome to stay here in bridge. So everyone lift the hips up. Wrap the shoulders under, either interlace the hands underneath or you can take the hands to the hips. Engage into the glutes, lift the hips, start to breathe into the belly. By expanding into the belly, we're able to breathe a little bit deeper, draw the diaphragm down. It also opens up so we can move deeper into our back bend. Hold it here. I'm going to add on a little bit more if you want to take it. You could either stay here or go for the next option, which is bring the hands behind the shoulders. Press it up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. Try to bring the chest forward. Keep the glutes nice and engaged to lengthen the tailbone down. Breathe into the belly. Straighten out through the arms. Slowly lower back down, bridge pose. Keep your bridge, so everyone hips up still. That's how we move progressively into our back bends. When we are going through a series of 2, 3, 4 back bends in a row, we want to keep the back in this back bend shape. This allows the disc to move or to keep the shape as we move deeper, and so that when we move through these back bends, we get deeper in it in a much healthier way. Second round, bring the hands behind the shoulders, lift it up, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Engage in the glutes, press the chest forward. Here, grab onto my ankles. Good, lift up. You okay here?
Yeah.
Okay. Tuck the chin, lower down. Lower the hips all the way down to the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together. Open the knees into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. So bring your thumbs like to your upper glutes or whatever onto your back and your fingers onto the upper thighs. So we're right at the top of the hips. Press your hips away from you to create a little bit of length through the low back. Bring the knees back together. Cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. We'll bring it into reclined pigeon pose. So squeeze it in. Different options you could take here. One is to hold it here. The other one is to just cradle the right leg, extend the left leg forward. Or you can move right leg behind the shoulder or even right leg behind the head. So take it to whatever option that feels right for you, feels good. Want to assist? Okay.
It's lovely.
If you have an option, release it down. Switch it out to the other side. Hug it in. Release whatever option you have. Draw both knees into the chest. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Come into a little happy baby. Bring the soles of the feet together. Draw the feet in towards the chest. If you want, you can take the legs wide, straighten the legs out. Try to keep the tailbone grounded if you can. Hug the knees into the chest. Take eagle in the legs, right over left. The knees fall over to the side, to the left. Bring the gaze to the right. Last few breaths of class. Really just looking to let go of anything else. The interesting thing about yoga is we're always talking about letting go. And so if you let go of everything, what is there? What is left? And it's kind of the thinking of, we have to have stuff. But really, when you have stuff, you can't get more stuff. Usually the stuff we have is the stuff that we don't need. You can't fill a cup that's already full. There's no room. Come back to center. So the idea is not to let go of, switch the legs around. It's not to let go of the good stuff, though you don't really need that either because you are that. It's just the ego and the attachment. When we start to let go of this, then there's so much room in us to be filled. We always want to be like a river. Open on both ends. So that everything is flowing in and out of us continuously. We never grow stagnant. We never grow old. Everything is fresh. This is how we move. This is the idea of letting go. Turn back to center. Undo the legs, squeeze them in one last time. Full deep breath, deep inhale. The exhale, release the heels to the corners of the mat, turn the palms up. Close the eyes for our last pose. Let the breath bring you back to reunite the mind and the body. Recognize that they are inseparable, just as we are inseparable from each other, from everything else. Bring a little movement back into the fingers and the toes. Slowly draw the knees in. Ease your way onto your right side. Press yourself up into a cross-legged seat. Draw the palms to the heart, bow the chin to the chest. Honoring the practice with love and gratitude. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.